Oh, hello. My name's Nat, and this is Newsbreak. Oh, well, hello. What are you guys doing here?
I can't tell you that yet. You'll have to wait and see.
Fair enough. United States regulators have accused Facebook of failing to protect the privacy of people under 18 using the Messenger Kids app. Here's Josh to explain.
Yeah, the US Federal Trade Commission has a bit of a bone to pick with Meta. You see, Meta's the parent company of Facebook, and the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC, has accused it of breaking privacy rules on its Messenger Kids app. It says Meta hasn't been upfront with parents about how it uses the data it collects from people aged under 18, and that in some cases kids have been able to talk to unapproved contacts in group text chats and video calls. So it's putting its foot down. The FTC wants to update the current privacy rules to ban Meta from making money from children's data, limit the use of facial recognition technology for kids, and put a pause on the launch of new products until Meta can make sure it can follow the rules. But Meta reckons it's being treated unfairly and says it's ready to put up a fight. It's called it a political stunt and says there are other big tech companies like TikTok that should be investigated before them. So for the moment, we'll have to wait and see who comes out on top.
Manchester City's Erling Haaland has broken the record for the most goals scored in a single Premier League season. This was the moment the Norwegian goal machine broke the record.
35 goals in 31 games, and the rest now all trail in his wake.
And it gets even more impressive. It's his first year in the league, and there's still 5 games left to score even more goals. More and more states are bringing in new laws to stop our feline friends, yes, from roaming outside. Here's Justina to explain why.
Did you know cats are the second most popular pet in Australia? And some of them can leave the house and do their own thing, which is where they can get up to a lot of mischief.
They've been responsible for the extinction of over 20 species of native mammal, and that's given Australia the worst record for mammal extinctions in the entire world.
A big reason for that is there are a lot of cats around. In Australia, around 27% of Aussie households have one. That's around 5 million pet cats across the country, which kill about 340 million native animals a year. As for feral cats, they're not helping. Local governments are mostly responsible for making rules that cat owners are meant to follow. This includes where and when cats are allowed out, with things like nighttime curfews. But this can be hard to enforce, so some people want to see stricter laws all across Australia.
If there was a provision for containment in the Cat Act, we would simply make a law which would be similar to dogs, and that simply says your cat must remain on your property at all times.
In some areas, those laws are already in place and making a difference.
It's almost halved the volume of cat attacks that we receive from the public.
1 meow for friend, 2 meows for food. Meow! Oh, you're just the smartest kitty in the whole world.
Another pen. Oh, that's where that went. Now it's time for a segment called Delightful Discoveries. First up to this ancient chariot that's just gone on display in Italy. It's from Pompeii and dates back 1,700 years to the 4th century, discovered under 4 meters of volcanic ash. Now to a 6-week-old leopard cub in India, which was discovered close to town, separated from its mum. So officials cordoned off the area, giving the leopards the space they needed for mum to collect her baby. And finally, this might look like a witchetty grub, but it's actually a 3D printed fish fillet. Food scientists in Israel have been growing animal cells in a lab, turning them into a 3D printable paste, with the goal being to mimic as closely as possible the experience of eating fish.
I'm really amazed by the juiciness and also the kind of a buttery feel in my mouth.
3D printed fish burger, anyone? Oh, that's all we've got time for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.